Good morning. How can I assist you today? Good morning. I'm interested in booking a vacation to India with my family. Could you help me with the planning? Absolutely. I'd happy to help. Please have a seat. Thank you. So how many people are in your family? There are 4 of us. Myself, my wife, and 2 children. Great. How old are your children? It helps to know for planning activities and accommodations. My son is 14, and my daughter is 10. Wonderful. Do you have specific dates in mind for your trip? Yes. We're looking at the first 2 weeks of December. That's a lovely time to visit India. Are there particular regions or cities you're interested in exploring? We'd like to see a mix of cultural and natural sights. Definitely the Taj Mahal, and perhaps some wildlife and beaches. India has an incredible diversity of experiences to offer. I'd suggest starting in Delhi, then heading to Agra for the Taj Mahal. From there, you could visit Jaipur, and then move on to either Kerala or Goa for the beaches. That sounds like a good plan. What about the wildlife aspect? Rajasthan has some great options like Ranthambore National Park, where you can go on a tiger safari. Kerala also offers unique wildlife experiences with its backwaters and Periyar Wildlife Sanctuary. We're quite interested in the tiger safari. How many days should we allocate to each place? For a balanced trip, I'd suggest 2 to 3 days in Delhi, 2 days in Agra, 3 days in Jaipur, and then 4 to 5 days in Kerala or Goa. You can add an extra day for the safari in Ranthambore. That seems well thought out. What kinds of accommodations do you recommend? India has a range of options from luxury hotels to charming heritage properties and family-friendly resorts. Do you have a preference? We're looking for comfortable family-friendly options, but we don't mind splurging on a luxury stays. In Delhi, I'd recommend the Imperial or Taj Palace for luxury, and the Surya for a more budget-friendly option. In Agra, the Oberoi Amar Villas offers a stunning view of the Taj Mahal. In Jaipur, Rambagh Palace or Jai Mahal Palace are excellent choices. What about in Kerala and Goa? In Kerala, you might enjoy the Kumarikam Lake Resort or Murari Beach Resort. For Goa, the Taj Exotica or Leela Goa are fantastic options for families. That sounds perfect. How about internal transportation? Should we book flights or trains? For convenience and time saving, I'd recommend flights for longer distances, especially since you're traveling with children. For shorter distances, like between Delhi, Agra and Jaipur, a private car or train would be comfortable and offer a chance to see more of the countryside. I like the idea of a private car for shorter trips. Are the drivers reliable? Yes. We work with reputable companies that provide experienced and reliable drivers. Safety and comfort are our priorities. That's reassuring. Can you also arrange for local guides in each city? Absolutely. We can provide knowledgeable local guides who can give you a deeper understanding of the history and culture of each place. Great. What about meals? Should we include the meal plan, or is it better to explore local dining options? Exploring local dining is a fantastic part of the experience in India. However, we can include breakfast at your hotels, and perhaps a few pre-booked dinners at notable restaurants. I think we'll go with breakfast included, and explore for other meals. How about cultural experiences? Are there any must-see events or performances? India has a vibrant cultural scene. In Delhi, you can attend a classical dance performance. Jaipur offers cultural shows and traditional music. In Kerala, you can experience Kathakali dance and Kalaripayattu martial arts. Goa has a mix of Portuguese and Indian culture influences you can explore. That sounds intriguing. What about activities for kids? There are plenty of activities for kids. In Delhi, there's the National Rail Museum and Nehru Planetarium. Jaipur has the Amber Fort with its elephant rides. In Kerala, houseboat rides in the backwaters are a unique experience. Goa offers water sports and beach activities. My kids would love the houseboat rides and the elephant rides. How far in advance should we book these activities? It's best to book as early as possible, especially for popular activities like the houseboat rides and safaris. I'd recommend finalizing everything at least 2 months in advance. Understood. What about travel insurance? Do you recommend any particular provider? We can suggest a few reliable travel insurance providers. It's important to have coverage for medical emergencies, trip cancellations, and lost belongings. We'll look into this. Are there any health precautions we should take before traveling to India? You should consult your doctor about vaccinations. It's also wise to carry a basic medical kit. We'll make sure to do that. What's the best way to handle money while in India? Credit and debit cards are widely accepted in cities, but it's good to have some cash for smaller purchases and tips. ATMs are available, but please notify your bank about your travel plans to avoid any issues. Noted. How about communication? Do we need local SIM cards? Yes, getting a local SIM card is advisable for ease of communication and data access. You can purchase one upon arrival at the airport or from local shops. That makes sense. Are there any cultural etiquette tips we should be aware of? Yes, respecting local customs is important. Dress modestly, especially when visiting religious sites. Always remove your shoes before entering someone's home or a place of worship. Avoid public displays of affection. Thank you for the tips. What about shopping? Are there specific places we should visit for souvenirs? Each region has its unique crafts. In Delhi, visit Dilli Haat and Jangpath Market. Jaipur is famous for jewelry, textiles and pottery. Kerala offers spices and handicrafts. Goa has lively flea markets and boutiques. That's good to know. How about bargaining? Is it common? Yes, bargaining is common in markets. Be polite and respectful while negotiating. It can be a fun part of the shopping experience. Thanks for the clarification. What's the best way to handle any language barriers? English is widely spoken in tourist areas. Learning a few basic Hindi phrases can be helpful and appreciated. We can also arrange for guides who are fluent in English. That's reassuring. So how do we get started with the booking process? We'll start by confirming your dates and preferred accommodations. Once we have that, we can proceed with the flights and internal transportation. I'll also need copies of your passports for booking. Sounds good. Should we provide any special information about our preferences or needs? Yes, any dietary restrictions, medical conditions or special requests should be noted. It helps us tailor the trip to your needs. Is there anything else you'd like to add or any concerns you have? No concerns at the moment. We're just looking forward to an enriching and enjoyable trip. Excellent. I'll start preparing a detailed itinerary for you, including all the accommodations, activities and transportation options. I'll email it to you for review. Thank you. We're eager to see the itinerary and get started on this adventure.